A voice actor speaks out about her role as Lucia, and tons of other actors and actresses are deleting their involvement with Grand Theft Auto 6. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today, and a whole lot more. So the Grand Theft Auto community is on a quest to find out who has played all the characters we've seen so far from the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, and that includes Lucia, one of our main female protagonists. And I thought for a while the community had really narrowed it down to one person. I thought it was Alexandra Echeverria. We don't know if it's 100% her. There are some similarities and some things that say, okay, there's a possibility here. But recently, over the last couple of days, the community has zeroed in on one actress, and that is Leslie Louvet. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She's a television, voiceover, and film actress born in Havana, Cuba, and raised in Miami. So you can start to see the similarities already. She also looks very similarly to Lucia, and the voice sounds pretty similar as well. And I think a lot of fans gravitated her because she actually is the voice of Xenia, which is one of the main characters in Far Cry 6. So you could think to yourself, she looks like Lucia, she sounds like Lucia, she has done work in the video game industry before. Well, believe it or not, she just straight up came out and said, I am not Lucia. So this is what she had to say on Instagram the other day, saying, I'm getting bombarded with message on the new Grand Theft Auto game. I'm not Lucia, y'all. I'm Xenia from Far Cry 6. Stop messaging me, people. LOL. So you do have to feel bad for some of these individuals probably getting an insane amount of spam. Now, I know it probably comes from a good place as these people are just excited to potentially realize who these characters are. But it looks like this actress herself, Leslie Louvet, is confirming that she is not Lucia. So if you had her on the list, you're unfortunately going to have to check her off, because I would assume even saying that, Leslie would be breaking her NDA. These characters are not allowed to reveal who they're played by really until the game comes out. We saw that with Red Dead Redemption 2. We saw that with GTA 5. Until the game is actually out, I don't believe they're allowed to take credit for who's who, which really makes the Brian Zampella thing even more disbelievable. The fact that he's doing all of these stunts on Instagram Live. I don't know if you guys caught the other one the other day. A lot of people keep messaging me about it. Basically, he did some skit with a girl that looks like Lucia, and she ended up spiking one of his drinks, and he fell on the ground. And I think the whole thing is just to get more people to come over to his Instagram. I think the real Jason and Lucia, whoever they are and whoever they're played by, aren't able to do these sort of engagements on social media. Now, something similar but not quite the same as social media, and that is actors' resumes and their sort of access page where they put a list of all the roles that they've been involved in. And the other day, we really talked about 17 actors or artists who might be involved with GTA 6. And we knew that because they put Fireball or Firestorm or undisclosed Rockstar Take-Two Interactive game on their resume. We looked at the likes of Dwayne Shepard Sr., Reggie Talley. We looked at Olivia Rubo and Natonia Monet. So all those people had either the code name for Grand Theft Auto 6, which is Fireball, and we suspect Rockstar has chosen that because it's basically the logo of the professional basketball team in Miami, Florida, the Miami Heat, and obviously there's probably going to be a parody of that in Vice City's Grand Theft Auto 6. Well, what's starting to happen is these actors and artists are now removing their involvement with Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 6. So I think the most well-known of the bunch was Reggie Talley, and the reason for that is we very likely saw his character in the leaks. He was actually the DJ in the nightclub that was sort of escorting both Jason and Lucia throughout the facility. So we went from the first floor to the second floor. He talks with another DJ. He, gets in between a fight of some people upstairs. He does a handful of little talking and things. I feel like he's going to be a fairly important character. Might not necessarily be like the main star of the show, but he's definitely going to have a prominent role. Well, he actually removed any involvement that he has with Grand Theft Auto 6 and with Rockstar. So I don't know if Reggie Talley got wind of this because there's been news articles left and right since these findings came to light, or if this indeed was Rockstar saying, hey guys, you're not allowed to have this on your resume quite yet. The game hasn't even been announced. We can't have this out there. There's a good chance it's probably one of the two things that have happened, and I think this all but confirms their involvement with the game. Number one, I don't think if they had any involvement with the game, why would they put something fake on their own resume? That wouldn't look good for them at all. But also, number two, why would they remove it if they weren't being told from someone higher up that's going to eventually cut them a paycheck and put them in the game, hey, you got to get rid of this thing. So I do feel like all those actors and actresses that we talked about there, if you do end up seeing them, it's because they're very likely in the game, and it's because they probably were told by Rockstar, you've got to remove them all together. And just going back to the subject of who the actors and actresses might be, no offense to them at all in their careers, but it's probably going to be someone you very likely haven't heard of. And Rockstar does this on purpose. Like, for example, raise your hand if you knew who Stephen Ogg was, or if you knew who Roger Clark was before Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5. And that's not a slight on them. They landed some of the most successful, groundbreaking roles of really anyone could ever ask for, and now they're household names. But Rockstar does that on purpose because they don't want you to associate the character they put in their game to someone else they might have played in real life or in another video game. So that's why they stopped casting roles held by the likes of Ray Liotta previously as Tommy Vercetti or Samuel L. Jackson as Frank Tenpenny, because when you hear their voices, you think of other roles that they've played. And now Rockstar reserves that role of putting celebrities in their game for the likes of maybe like a radio station host or a comedy act. We saw that in both Grand Theft Auto 4 and in Grand Theft Auto 5, where there weren't big-time celebrity names and characters that we ran into, but there were plenty of ways to listen, hear, and see some recognizable faces and voices. So as the search and the hunt continues of who's going to be playing the characters we will play in Grand Theft Auto 6, just keep in mind that it's probably not someone that you're immediately going to think of. In fact, they might not even necessarily have ever had a role in the video game industry, and that's just the way that Rockstar likes it. So when the dime comes and when GTA 6 is officially revealed, who do you think is going to be playing our main characters? Is it Brian Zampella as Jason? Is it Alexandra Echevarri as Lucia? Or is it someone else altogether? And is Fireball the codename for GTA 6? And all these other actors that are involved, are they going to be in the game too? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. Or, of course, you could reach out to me on my Facebook page, where, as always, you can send messages, photos, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.